A very good morning, my dear Silent Rose family. Today I wanted to speak to you about the importance of a good clean. Many a times, change is something that we don't always feel very comfortable with. There are some maybe habits or comforts that are so within our comfort zone that we are so afraid to let them go because we don't know what will become of us if we let go of that comfort zone. But the thing is, most times God pushes us out of our comfort zone because He has called us to greater things. And sometimes that calls for stepping out of our comfort zone and challenging ourselves. In the Gospel of John, chapter 12, verse 24, we read, "Unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit." My dear friends, we are that grain of wheat in this Gospel verse. And the verse very clearly says that it is important for us as grains of wheat to die, to break open in order to give way to new opportunities, new growth in your life. And sometimes that might mean you have to let go of old habits, hurtful pasts, or even unhealthy relationships behind you. Or maybe if there are certain habits that we're addicted to, as grains of wheat, we are called to let go of those habits, to teach ourselves to become a person who is free of that addiction. Maybe for some of us, smoking is an addiction. Just think of that yourself as a grain of wheat and that smoking habit as your comfort zone. Most times you may resort to smoking every time you encounter a crisis situation as a way to relieve the stress that is within you. But today, these verses from John chapter 12 challenges you to let go of that addiction, to fall into the ground and to burst forth and give way to new life by stepping outside your comfort zone. Let's become a grain of wheat that bursts forth and gives way to new life and thrives in the sunlight that is Jesus. Let's surrender all our anxieties and worries at the feet of Jesus. When a seed or a grain can be buried below ground and still grow despite all that darkness it is surrounded by, why can't we? When we are facing a situation where it's important for us to get outside our comfort zone, it's really important that we don't rely just on our own skills and abilities to do that. At these points, it's very important to surrender yourself to Jesus, knowing that only He can make the impossible possible. Where we think it's impossible for us to grow, we might feel like a seed that's buried deep under the ground, just surrounded by darkness. But God asks us to step outside our comfort zone, to grow, to come seeking for the life-giving light that is Jesus. My dear friends, wish you a wonderful day. God bless.